Your Excellency, sir, please permit me to use this opportunity to bring a few things to your notice, sir. This is a review of the strategy that was also developed 2021 and expired in 2023. And CS-SUNN has been privileged to be working in this state for a long time now. We've been a long partner with the State Committee of Food and Nutrition, and we supported them to develop that strategy and to push to see that nutrition takes its place in the state. Permit me, sir, to say the level of implementation of that strategy was not too encouraging. Let me start there. And the main reason is because of funds. And so we would like to please use this opportunity to ask, sir, that this plan be given a priority when it comes to funding. It is a multisectoral strategy, and it requires every ministry to play their role. And if you check, and if you look at studies, lack of funds is the major driver of malnutrition across the country. And what that means is that if there's no money to implement interventions, malnutrition will persist, sir. So we'd like to plead, sir, that with your good office, you see to it that fundings are released to all the sectors involved in implementing this plan. If you permit me to just share a bit of statistics, I think from about 3 years, only about 18% of the 1 billion allocated to fund nutrition interventions were released. And that's why most of the interventions were not implemented. The last document actually projected to reduce stunting, I think by about 20%. But studies shows we are still at 33%. And the challenge is because of inadequate funding. Let me also use this opportunity, sir, to put on the table that there's an opportunity for the state to leverage on the Child Nutrition Fund managed by UNICEF. It is called the one-to-one matching fund. And it says if we are able to raise about $100,000, that we will get commodity worth $200,000. For me, it's a win-win situation. And the state needs to leverage on this opportunity to fund these interventions. Let me say thank you so much for listening, and congratulations again for this giant step that we've taken today. Thank you very much.
By the representative of CS-SUNN, on his plea, on this multi-sectoral plan, but funding in particular. Part of the reasons we had was because we didn't have, the units in each one of these ministries. So it didn't, that some of the ministries were not taking it as serious as the way it's supposed to be. And I think today, from what you have seen with all the commissioners, are being present, so you will see that definitely nutrition is now being taken more seriously, and every one of these ministries has its own unit and will go ahead and take care of it. And the final one is concerning the one-to-one matching fund, which you have mentioned. The reason why we asked for it to be represented at the time, we were actually trying to prioritize some of our funding. But from what the commissioner was telling me, it is going to be represented today, and I promise you will approve it so that it's imperative and is also related to improve infant, child, and maternal health, strong immune systems, safer pregnancy and childbirth, among others. It is for this reason that government actually remains committed in strengthening the nutritional value chain in order to ensure healthy society. It is pertinent to state that the importance of nutrition to human development cannot be overemphasized. This is considering the fact that nutrition plays a significant role in child development through exhaustive breastfeeding. As you may be aware, a newborn baby is expected to undergo a process of breastfeeding starting from the first hour of life up to 6 months in order to enhance growth and health well-being. It is rather appalling to note that in spite of the overwhelming benefits associated with healthy diet, the Nutrition Agency is still challenging and remain an issue that government at various levels are battling to overcome. This is why malnutrition and underdevelopment has continued to gain prominence, particularly at various international summits. This endeavor is intended to create awareness and sensitize mothers and caregivers on the need to improve nutritional feeding of a child for a healthy living. Considering this imperative, we domesticated the maternal, infant, and young child nutrition, which is the MIYCN, which is a policy in line on the Progressive Governance Forum agenda. I'm aware that the report of the Mixed Indicator Cluster Survey 2021 indicates that the undernutrition still accounts for about 11% of the global burden of diseases and contributes to about 1/3 of all children's deaths globally. In addition, the overweight and obesity worldwide are growing in alarming rates. From these statistics, Nasarawa State accounts for 7.7% underweight among children in Nigeria. Similarly, prevalence of chronic undernutrition is at 31.4% among under 5 children, while 2.7% of women between ages of 14 and 49 have severe acute malnutrition. This situation does not only affect development, but also leads to suffering and even death. With this kind of data, you can understand why this event is extremely important to us in Nasarawa State, because we cannot afford to be actually discussing these kind of numbers in the public, but they are the realities, and we have to work together to ensure that we address them. It is for this reason that we have established the Nutrition Department in 12 line ministries, departments and agencies, with associated budgetary allocation for full implementation of nutrition strategies in line with the Multisectoral Plan as part of our efforts to reduce the menace of malnutrition in the state. I therefore charge the Steering Committee for Food and Nutrition to live above board in discharge of your responsibility. Let me re-echo our commitment to continue to support the effort of the federal government through the creation of enabling environment for nutritional activities that will support and empower mothers and caregivers for adequate nutrition for children in line with the renewed COBE agenda. Let me at this juncture commend the CASCET, CS-SUNN, UNICEF, and other development partners for sustaining their support and collaboration in our collective commitment to address the menace of malnutrition in our society and indeed in our state. I assure you that Nasarawa State will continue to create the needed environment, not only to improve on the nutrition of general populace, but to the realization of Sustainable Development Goals number 2 of attaining zero hunger by the year 2030.
Welcome you all, particularly our Amiable Governor, His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi A, Sule, to the launching of this very important document, the Multisectoral Plan of Action for Food and Nutrition 2023 to 2028. It is indeed a historic occasion as it is taking place at the beginning of the year 2024, when all plans are underway to roll out the state's annual budget. Therefore, it is imperative for the state to urgently seize this window of opportunity provided by the launch of the Multisectoral Plan of Action to get back on track as we journey towards the actualization of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 2, on ending hunger and all forms of malnutrition by 2030. Your Excellency, you may wish to note that significant steps are being made to address malnutrition in Nasarawa State. According to the 2018 National Nutrition and Health Survey, there has not been any significant change in the stunting rate at 33.2% among under 5 children, Also, there has been a rise in global acute malnutrition for women of childbearing age from 2.5% to 3.1% in 2018. The document we're about to launch today consists of 6 result areas, which are food and nutrition security, enhancing caregiving capacity, enhancing provision of quality health services, improving capacity to address food and nutrition insecurity problems, raising awareness and understanding of the problems of malnutrition, resource allocation for food and nutrition security at all levels. Your Excellency, sir, it is worthy to note that since the inception of this people-oriented administration, the Nasarawa state government has been doing its best to put all mechanisms in place to better the lives of its citizenry by exploring its rich agricultural potential to improve food security. Furthermore, the recent approval granted to the state head of civil service for the creation of nutrition departments in all nutrition line ministries, departments, and agencies of the state is a giant leap in the positive direction. With the performance recorded by Nasarawa State on the nutrition infrastructure scorecard developed by the Civil Society Scaling Up Nutrition in Nigeria, CS-SUNN, where the state was rated the best in the entire country for the year 2020, I have no doubt. Wouldn't you give His Excellency a applause? Thank you. I have no doubt that the present government of Nasarawa State will leave no stone unturned in putting in place the necessary infrastructure that would support the implementation of this all-important document. Your Excellency, sir, the Ministry of Finance, Budget and Planning is tasked with the responsibility of coordination, implementation, and resource mobilization for this 5-year strategic document, the Nasarawa State Multisectoral Plan for Food and Nutrition from July 2023 to June 2028, with an estimated cost of 4,135,389,438 naira 77 kobo only, which would be required for the implementation of the document across nutrition line MDAs in the state. Finally, while we deeply appreciate our partners in the Cascade project, CS-SUNN and UNICEF for providing technical support and for co-funding the review of the document, we remain grateful to the members of the State Committee on Food and Nutrition for their unwavering commitment and dedication in the fight against malnutrition in Nasarawa State. Thank you and God bless.
We wish to note that nutrition is so vital that it's commonly said you look what you eat. Just show me how you look, I will tell you how your nutrition or your diet has been. And it's so important that it determines your quality and quantity of life. Nutrition determines what sickness before you most of the time. Even the chronic diseases that are coming up now is because of what we eat. To the under 5 and our mothers and pregnant women, we can't overemphasize the importance of nutrition. The quality of the youth product that they produce, that the human capital they're going to have at the end of a certain period of time determine what they eat in their infancy. So it's very important that we do what we're doing now. And even when we fall ill, your ability to get off that sick bed determines solely on what you eat, not necessarily the drugs you take. The drugs only work for you based on the available nutrition because the drugs are transported from one organ to the other through the means that are transported by what we eat. Very important that we do this, and we are glad that Nasarawa State has continued to outshine most of the states in the country. And as Ministry of Health, as usual, we are open to partnership. Most of these things we're going to lead with the Finance Ministry. I want to say here that we will do that which is best for the state, and we will continue to partner with others like Agri and Ministry of Women and Affairs to make sure that our populace are better off. And when we're counting these 5 years that this document will be used, we're going to see a remarkable improvement in our nutritional status as a state. state, and all our indicators should be able to read better. We are aware of the challenges that come with always winning. When you continue to win, it's more difficult to continue to be there as a winner. And we are going to work hard to make sure that we keep the success, because it's more difficult to continue to maintain the success. Most of our indicators continue to be first, and others are working as well. We will redouble our effort and make sure that in the next 3.5 years that you're the governor, we don't come down to even 2 or 3. God's willing. Thank you very much. God bless everybody.
Thank you.
On behalf of the Ministry of Education and Management, we want to congratulate you for this initiative and to also congratulate the organizers of this initiative. Your Excellency, my colleague, the Commissioner for Health, has spoken in a professional way. We in the Ministry of Education will add value, because I, for one, I think I'm a farmer, and I will invite SAP when next, because he is a consumer, we're in the opposite direction. I know that Your Excellency, you are a man of your words. There's no any single initiative since you came on board that you have adopted, agreed to work on in this state that has failed. I'm quite convinced that this one will never fail. Our sincere prayer and hope is that this project should be sustained from now to 2027 and beyond, even when you are outside of this. Thank you, and may God bless us.
I stand here on behalf of Cooperative Assistance for Relief Everywhere, CARE, and the Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition, AIM, jointly implementing the CASPIC project to extend our heartfelt congratulations on the launch of the Nasarawa State Multisectoral Plan of Action for Food and Nutrition. Today marks a milestone in our collective journey towards building a healthier and more resilient community. This plan is a testament to the dedication, collaboration, and shared vision of all those involved in the development of the plan. Moving forward, let us remain committed to the effective implementation of the plan, ensuring that its impact is felt at the grassroots level, especially the vulnerable groups. Here and Gain, through the CASPIC project, is committed to supporting the implementation phase, working hand in hand with the state and partners to turn the plan into tangible improvements in the lives of the people of Nasarawa State. I want to use this opportunity to thank His Excellency for his continued support in the implementation of nutrition-related interventions in the state, and use this opportunity to appeal for the prioritization of budgetary allocation and releases to all ministries, departments, and agencies to ensure that the most vulnerable malnourished groups are reached and the spate of stunting, wasting, and micronutrient deficiency is brought to a halt across the state. On this note, I extend my sincere congratulations again to everyone involved in this remarkable undertaking. May the Nasarawa Multisectoral Plan of Action serve as an inspiration to others and a beacon of hope for a healthier and a more prosperous future. Thank you, and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to stand on existing protocol. I bring greetings from the nutrition specialist of the UNICEF Kaduna Field Office, Mrs. Sule, who is fully aware of the launch of the Food and Nutrition Multisectoral Plan and has also supported the process fully. She congratulates the state for having a work document and prays for a timely release of funding and also timely implementation of activities as planned. We are all aware that food and nutrition are critical part of health and development. Better nutrition is related to improved infant, child and maternal health, stronger immune system for all. A government that invests in nutrition is a government that wants development for her people. And the government of Engineer A. Sule is the government that is geared to make this happen. I have confidence in you, sir. I hereby congratulate the good people of Nasarawa State. UNICEF is an organization that will continue to give the state much needed support, mostly technically, to achieve her goals toward improving the health and nutrition indices. I therefore wish the Ministry of Finance, Budget and Planning a successful launch. God bless the good people of Nasarawa State. God bless Nigeria.
So in the name of God Almighty and appreciation to our development partners, the ministry, and all the MDAs that are driving nutrition in Nasarawa State, we launch this book in the name of God Almighty. Thank you.
I want to, on behalf of the Ministry of Finance, Budget and Planning, particularly the State Committee of Food and Nutrition, to thank you very much for being personally present to launch this document. Your presence today has clearly demonstrated that nutrition is going to take priority in the state, and the level of malnutrition will definitely go down. So I want to thank you very much for being here. I want to also thank His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, the Secretary to the State Government, the Honorable Commissioner, Minister of Finance, Honorable Commissioner, Minister of Health, the Head of Service, the members of the State Executive Council for being here personally. I want to assure His Excellency that with the launch of this particular document, Nasarawa State Committee on Food and Nutrition has put in place a monitoring and evaluation mechanism to track the performance of this particular document. We want to assure you that going forward, a lot of activities will take place. You'll be expecting a lot of memos from the line MDAs for the implementation of this particular document. On this note, I would like to wish everybody successful launching of this project and then other activities going forward today. Thank you very much.